to the last regular season episode, hopefully, of the Michigan Wolverines Dynasty. As if we win today, we will be, this is the last regular season episode of Season 3. If we win today, Michigan goes into the Big Ten title game against USC 12-0. If we lose, obviously this turns into a 2024 situation where we are now out of the Big Ten title game, and Ohio State, who doesn't jump up, Washington would then, I think, jump us to get into the Big Ten championship. And right now, it's not looking good. We're looking at those ratings. Ohio State will be wearing their black jerseys, black helmets, and black pants today, while Michigan will go in wearing white jerseys, blue pants, and of course the maize and blue helmets. We beat them 59-14 last year. I'll see you guys next time. Let's hope we can beat them again. Go blue, blue Bucks.
Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense takes the field for the first time today. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. And when you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Those winged helmets flew up and down the field as Michigan won in a blowout last season.
It was a beatdown, and the team up north did some spanking to the team down south. And this was already talked about. This is already a rivalry that you get bragging rights. But when it's a one-sided beatdown and you're Ohio State and you had a year to simmer on this, you better respond.
Ohio State got spanked by giant paddles, too. I mean, that was all over the place. And I'll tell you, Michigan, they came out on fire offensively. Explosive plays. They put their speed on display. They're going to try and do that again this game.
Power football with the run. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
With the catch, it's Moore. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's going for it all. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. He is an absolute blur out there, and it doesn't take him many grabs to have that yards per catch through the roof, sort of like Harris Campbell has done or David Boston back in the day.
And these are the guys that scare the absolute mess out of you because they can fly. They run right by you, and you're a corner. You're backing up because you're so scared of their speed, and you could see it was on full display there.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Nolan. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give out of the gun. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quarterback on the keeper. Tackle is made after the first down.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Reads it, fires complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive game.
And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The Wolverines get enough to move the chains. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's crease corn. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Running for it on fourth down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The quick out. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. The sure hands, it's crease corn. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Oh, look out! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
As a defense, it's...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Feeling some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, wants to throw it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
That will end the first half. Michigan on top in Columbus, 14-3 over the Buckeyes of Ohio State. 89 rushing yards, 94 passing yards for Michigan. Ohio State's done all of their action through the air. Negative 10 rushing yards so far for Ohio State.
43-yard field goal here.
Michigan stats, Kevin Gallipo, 9 of 11, 94 yards and a touchdown through the air. While Franco, 11 for 53. It was Gallipo with the early touchdown, the first touchdown of the ball game.
I think 0 for 3 on the season after that.
So,
We held that just a fraction of a second too long. Otherwise, we were in good
and
shape.
receiving Samaj Morgan, 3 for 52 and a touchdown. Defensively, Michigan, no turnovers so far. Almost had one. He almost. Coffee almost had the pick early. But Michigan, 2 touchdowns. Ohio State with the Marco Bland 36-yard field goal. And the Wolverines lead at halftime. Let's get you back for the second half here of today's game.
E-game.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Morgan. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. To the ground with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a pleasant film session.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Motion from the offense. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. To the air, it's Millen. He makes the connection. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was on to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Gets it out fast. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. We've got to get it back.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The give to the single back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to snap him for the 7th time on this drive. On the run, it's Hall. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right.
Filippo going to need. We're going to get out of Columbus with a big victory, 21-18 over Ohio State. And we have now won 2 in a row against the Ohio State Buckeyes and have won in Columbus for the first time since 2022. The Wolverines win today 21-18 over Ohio State.
It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
Kevin Gallipo, your player of the game, 116, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them rushing. Jeremiah Smith with a long touchdown reception there in the second half. Put Ohio State back in this game, and then the punt return here. Ohio State will fall to Michigan for the first time in 2 consecutive seasons now, for only the second time in 10 years. Michigan's Kevin Gallipo, 13 of 15, 116, and a touchdown through the air. He gave Franco 21 for 100, and then Kevin Gallipo 6 for -3 for 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Gallipo accounts for all 3 Michigan touchdowns, at least a part of all 3 Michigan touchdowns today. Samaj Morgan was the touchdown recipient of the touchdown pass. No turnovers in this game, which was very, very surprising. Jamie Savage 3 for 3. Samaha only had 2 punts today. As you look through the rest of the stats, Aaron Nolan 11 for 16, 212 and a touchdown. Rushing, Nolan 5 for -22, Bean 2 for 9. Receiving, Jeremiah Smith 4 for 136 and a 62-yard touchdown. Padilla. Sorry. 3 pancake blocks for them. Like we said, no turnovers, so very clean football game today. Bland 1 for 1 on field goals. Of course, 1 for 1 on extra points. McGuire had 3 punts for 121 yards. Kick return, only 1 for Mylan Graham. And of course, the punt return, Brandon Innes. 2 punt returns, 62 yards, and of course, the 1 56-yard touchdown. So, Michigan beats Ohio State 21-18. Could have run up the score a little bit. It won by 10, but we chose the safe route, get out of Columbus with the victory instead of giving up the victory. So, going into Army-Navy week next week, and the following week, in conference title week, we will play USC next week. Eli Lett commits to Michigan. Holiday and Schofield both block us out. Still in recruiting battles for a lot of teams. There's the card. We will play number 2 USC next week when we play the Big Ten Championship. Won our bowl game in Season 1, lost our bowl game by a lot in Season 2. But the Michigan Wolverines definitely are looking towards a more transfer portal-oriented class this year. But the Wolverines today, top stories, college football, top 25, Army-Navy. USC beat Notre Dame last week. East, we will play USC in the Big Ten Championship. Georgia, number 3, Pitt 4. Washington drives up to number 5 after winning last week, or after not playing last week. Actually. Washington State beats Oregon State. Miami defeated Stanford, South Carolina. And we're going to scroll through the rest of the top 25. Toledo jumps to 18th in the country. And some guys that weren't ranked originally. App State's in here. So, and a look at the current college football playoff bracket, as Michigan would be the 1 seed, Jacksonville State would get a bye still, Pitt would get a bye, South Carolina would also get a bye. we'll take a look just at how Ohio State committed Stephen Goins, commits Louis Small to Illinois, and Brenton Generals locks us out. So, Michigan comes into the Big Ten championship game next week. Comes into the Big Ten title game looking for a big victory. Another big victory it would be for the Michigan Wolverines. As we use our points here to recruit a few more college football for a BB. And so Michigan, we'll see you next week for the game against USC. And that one will be for a Big Ten championship. Thanks for watching. Sherrell Moore will lead the Wolverines to their biggest test of the season as they will play USC in the Big Ten championship. Thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next week for our Big Ten.